Watch this video to learn about the things that you can do every day to improve your saxophone sound. Along with the countless number of saxophonists around the world, playing with a clean, even, and colorful sound is a priority of mine every time I engage with the saxophone. So I would like to share with you something that I do every single day for the first 45 minutes of my practice time that helps me to improve the quality of my sound. The first thing that I would like to mention is that these exercises that we'll talk about today will only be effective if you're mindful and diligent when you practice them. Also, so you know what kind of sound you're shooting for, it's very important that you listen to recordings of saxophonists of the highest caliber on a regular basis. So let's jump right into it. For the first 45 minutes to an hour of my practice session every single day, I practice long tones. Long tones can feel pointless and they can feel like they're an extreme waste of time. But if you have the right mindset when you're practicing them, they can be the most challenging and rewarding thing that you do every day. When I play my long tone exercise, I'm focusing on maintaining the same color and the same quality of sound for all of the notes on my instrument. I start by putting the metronome at 60 beats per minute. Then, usually starting on the top space G, I play 3 whole notes, each descending by a half step followed by 4 beats of rest. So I would first play the G, then I would slur to the F sharp, and then to the F natural. It's important to listen to your sound very carefully and see if you can get each note to sound the same in terms of the quality of its sound. If you need to, repeat these 3 notes multiple times until you're confident that you got better results. Then, start on the last note that you just played, which was the F, and then play the same pattern starting on this note. I repeat this until I get to the bottom of the horn. Once I get to the bottom, I start on the top space G again, and I do the same thing, only this time I ascend to the top of the horn. Listen in and watch as I demonstrate this exercise. The goal here is to get each note on the saxophone to sound uniform from the top to the bottom, and we get there 3 notes at a time. It might be a good idea to do this exercise in front of a mirror just to make sure that you're staying relaxed and getting rid of any extraneous motion. Now in that last exercise, I'm always ascending or descending by half step. Now because music doesn't always move by step, I want to make sure that I also address the evenness of my sound as I leap across large intervals. Now for that, I have a different exercise. Again, for this, I'll put the metronome on 60 beats a minute and start on the top space G. I'll play a descending half step, followed by an ascending half step. In other words, I'll start on the G, I'll slur down to an F sharp, and then back up to a G. Then a descending whole step followed by an ascending whole step. So I'll start on the G, down to an F natural, and then back up to the G. I'll continue increasing the size of this downward interval until I reach the low B flat. As you can probably imagine, the larger the interval gets, the more challenging it is to keep the interval nice and smooth. So I concentrate on speeding up my airstream through the interval so that there's no interruption in the sound on the lower pitch. Also, be sure not to drop your jaw in effort to get some of these lower notes to respond. If your saxophone is properly sealing, you should be able to manage this just fine with a fast and focused stream of air. After I get all the way down to the low B flat, I return to the top space G, and this time I do the same thing ascending. So the G to the G sharp, then down to the G, and then the G up to an A, and back down to a G. And I continue this until my range limits me. If you have altissimo chops, this is a good opportunity for you to work on the control in that register as well. This exercise works great with a drone sounding on the pivot note, which is a G or a concert B flat in my case. This helps to keep me grounded and honest as I leap through these larger intervals. Lastly, things take time. Don't expect to hear an enormous change in your playing after diligently working on these long tone exercises for the first day, or even the first week. But after faithfully committing to these warm-up exercises every day for a good portion of your warm-up period, you will notice after a while some change. Now feel free to reach out to me through my website at robertyoungsaxophone.com if you would like me to send you a PDF of the exercises that I outlined in this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can do so by clicking the link that's on the screen right now. And by doing so, you'll get immediate updates as I upload videos in the coming weeks.